Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
10-10 at their own 29-yard line.
Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Waiting. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, watch it. Hey, empty.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Complete to
Tariq Cohen. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
is good.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Eagles nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now set as Sanders has it poked free. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. They'll look to throw here. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Stepping up, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Their mobile quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through.
Bears 14, Eagles nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
1st and 10.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Down, Chicago.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Bears first down.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
The extra
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards there, first down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The last run got 6, now second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 4.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
53, Mike, 53. 82, 82. 53 to Mike, 53, check 53. Come on, you better bring it. Check, 53 is Mike.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 21-0 our score after 1. They go back to the ground with Sanders. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Defense wins championships, baby. Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 50. 2 jet.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Complete to Miles Sanders. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 4.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Kill. Hey, 4-2 kill. Oh, yeah. Kill.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, one-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The throw over the middle, taken in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but here, let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been there starting.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 81 yards, and the Eagles get a score closer.
Jake Elliott on.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 25.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And to give this time the tailback. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down, Chicago.
Trubisky will throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Trubisky's pass.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28.
Number 26, Miles.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
In on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Gain of 10. 1st down, Bears.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 56.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling. As the first half is winding down, as the Bears push further out in front.
Is good.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. at their own 27-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Kill.
Great 15. Great 15. Hey, Ford, Tokyo.
Watch out.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to air one out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5.
For a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Great 57.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, D.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Bears 35, Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Khalil Mack able to get in there and drop him behind the line. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Wentz on the give to Sanders. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Sanders,
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd.
Wentz now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 20! Touchdown, Chicago! Anthony Miller, 89 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Hightower, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, 77 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Conversion.
Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive, with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. This short throw caught by Goddard, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first, and it'll bring up 3rd down now. Now Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Number 12.
Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
They'll take over.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
With the score, Bears 49. Eagles
2nd and 4. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Bears 56, Eagles 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
58's the money. 58's the money. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Deuce.
81.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This ball complete to Rager. 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Rager, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. But one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They're firing a deep ball for Kmet, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
56, 56. Watch the slant.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And now he'll tuck it and run. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Derek Barnett, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And he'll give it here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
The 46-yard line.
57. Forward, Tokyo.
Here's Wentz to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. And he showcased, and it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And now the juke. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Bears first down.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front.
The kick is good.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Blake calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
A loss of 10 yards on the play.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now a carry for Sanders. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
Today's final score, Bears 66.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.